In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how we can add a new page to our menu system or in the Not Link section below. But before we do that, we just want to make sure that we're logged into Squarespace. If I go back to the home page on the admin, what we should see is the website preview on the right-hand side, and then the navigation system for the admin on the left. If we go to Pages, we can now see the pages that are on our menu system or our navigation as shown here. We can expand and collapse these folders. Folders are essentially drop-down menus for pages, just to tighten it up so we can navigate through more easily. So now we've got that nice and compact so we can see where we are. We can click on this plus icon to add the page to the main navigation, or we can click on the plus next to member sites. So this is a secure area for subscribers, whether you charge for subscription or provide it for free. Or alternatively, and what I'm going to do here is add a new page to the Not Linked section. So I click on the plus next to Not Linked, click on Blank Page, and now it gives me the option to name our new page. And I'm going to just give this a random name to start with. So Squarespace Tutorials, press Enter. It might take a few seconds, but the page is now created and we've got an empty page option. From here, the interface allows us to click on this arrow to go into full preview mode. Of course, there's nothing to preview at the moment. We can toggle between desktop and mobile view. We can access the overall site styles. If we go back to this left-hand menu and click on this cog, we can view the page settings. I will have a dedicated tutorial for all of these options. Or alternatively, we can click Edit in the top left of the edit window. And now we can start building up this page section by section. So let's try it once. Go to Saved Sections, and I've got a load of designs here that are already pre-designed and saved. And Squarespace has a feature now that we can either save design sections to the site or to an account, meaning that if you're building multiple Squarespace websites, you can now take structures from one to the other. This also works seamlessly with squareforge.net, where we have a library of over 300 of these section designs to allow you to create bespoke layouts really quickly. But if I was just to click on this section here, we can see now that the section has been added, and it should, unless there's been any changes that I don't know about, it should work on mobile view as well. From this point, we can either add new blank sections, and I'd recommend doing this in desktop view. Get it working in desktop view, then switching back to mobile. But now we can add in content blocks directly. But this all feeds from adding the page in the first place. And by clicking on that plus icon, that's how we add the pages. Before we wrap up this tutorial, I just want to talk you through some of the other options as well. So we've got blank page. That's what I'd recommend in the vast majority of cases. Page layouts will give you the option to build up via Squarespace own templates, but they are a little stale now. They haven't been updated recently, and I would strongly recommend giving SquareForge a try, even if you just want it for free inspiration. Scheduling allows you to integrate a calendar system so you can take bookings, and it uses Acuity scheduling, which is built in and owned by Squarespace. We then have the blog. The difference between a blog and a blank page, well, in fact, there are two key differences. The first one is the blog allows you to put multiple posts to one section. So you get a listing page where you see the excerpt, the title, and a thumbnail for the blog. You click on that where you go through to the full blog post. We also use blogs with a little bit of custom code to create interactive directories. Store is very similar to blog post, but it allows you to add products. And actually, before I move on any further, you'll find blog and store pages are more limited. They don't have the section designs that we've got, as I've shown you in the example with the text pages, and so we need to consider that as well. Portfolio is more of a rigid way of showing kind of a glossy brochure for certain sections of your page. Events will work very similarly to a blog post, but the date format is switched, so it will show everything coming up in the future, whilst the blog post shows everything from today into the past. Videos is a video gallery option, allowing you to show a full library of video content. And then course content, depending on the level of subscription you've got, will decide how much access you have to this section. But here you can create and upload your own course content, whether you want to host it within Squarespace own storage or externally. Drop down and link are the other two I would use. Member sites, we can see on the left hand side here, that's a restricted area for members only, whether you decide to charge them or provide that for free. The drop down is the folder system that we've seen here, where we can expand, and it groups pages in submenus. Please note that the folder is not a page itself. So if we click on it, nothing will happen. And finally, link will allow you to link to an internal page within the site, where it maybe appears twice on the menu system. So we've got Web Design 101, it could be under Build Your Own Website and Design Careers, and we can only put it on one drop-down menu as the actual physical page. So instead of having to duplicate that page, which is an absolute mess, what we can do is use the link option on the second menu location so we can reroute our viewers back to that same page. Alternatively, if we had a separate members area calendar page to take online bookings or other software that we wanted to link to, for example, an IT company providing a support page that sits elsewhere, we can use the link option instead and then enter in the URL of our third-party website. And that's it. That's how we can add new pages to our navigation in Squarespace.